picture again. So
Hello, folks, and thanks for joining us here on Newark Pilots TV. I'm Dan Cooter, the voice of the Pilots, and we welcome you into Coburn Park as we are just about set for first pitch as the Elmira Pioneers come to visit the Newark Pilots, as these two teams were supposed to link up on Friday, but a rain delay will lead to our first meeting of the year as Ryan Marketel is on the mound tonight for the Pilots. As the rain is coming down here at Coburn Park, now we're ready for first pitch. Marketel, the right-hander on the mound for the Pilots, wearing number 29. Plays his college ball at Monroe Community College. And went to Webster Thomas down the road here in Rochester, New York. That one is low for ball 2 in the dirt. And it's Tommy Henderson at the plate for the Pioneers to get us started here on the Sunday afternoon affair here between the Pilots and the Pioneers. It'll be ball 4 out and high, and so it's 4 straight balls, and Henderson will take his base to get us going. So Marketel with 4 straight balls to start the game, and now Henderson gets his lead over at first. Jonathan Crimmin steps in now for the Pioneers as ball 1 is in the dirt. Liam Harding doing the catching duties for the Pilots, and it's a quick visit out to the mound for a little chat with Marketel. Crimmin from Worcester, Massachusetts, plays his college ball at Siena. Just finished up his sophomore year there as he's batting from the right side of the plate. We're number 10 for the Pioneers. Pioneers coming off a 12-3 victory yesterday in their home opener against the Jamestown Jammers. Crimmin was able to touch home plate once yesterday, had 2 strikeouts in the Pioneers win over the Jammers yesterday. It's a 1-0 count to him. Marketel's first strike of the game catches the outside part of the plate. And hopefully Liam Harding's chat with him calmed his nerves down a little bit here in the early going. Crimmin is ready for the 1-1 now. Smacks that one into right field, and it's going to drop into the gap. Murphy is back to retrieve it. Here's the relay throw. They're going to hold the runners. And it's a double for Crimmin. And it advances Henderson over to third. Crimmin able to drive that one into opposite field, and it catches the gap as the right fielder for the Pilots, Alan Murphy, was back to retrieve it. So it's a good start for the Pioneers here as they got men on second and third with none gone here in the top of the first. Pretty steady rain from here in Newark, as we hope to get you the whole game here, as we hope Mother Nature will cooperate. It's an off-speeder for Marketel, high in the strike zone, so it'll be ball 1. Johnson wearing number 15 for the Pioneers this year as he looks at ball 2 outside the strike zone. Tanner Johnson from Crestwood, Kentucky. He's been praised for his superior hand-eye coordination as he just finished up his freshman year, standing at 6'2", 200 on the right side of the plate. That one will be in there for strike 1, and it moves the count to 2-1 now. Still none gone here in the top of the first. Runners at second and third. Johnson trying to get one in the air and bring in the runner from third as it's Tommy Henderson over there. Marketel, ball 3. That's a hitter's count to Johnson now. Marketel in some early trouble here as he pitches the 3-1. It's down low, and it loads the bases, and Marketel is signaling to Harding
Number 34, third baseman William Perrin.
as they want to have another little chat as William Perrin comes in now for the Pioneers. So 2 walks in the early going for Marketel and mix in a double to right by Crimmin, and the bases are loaded with none gone here in the top of the first. As Marketel has got himself into some early trouble here. William Perrin, a big boy at 6'4", stands on the right side of the plate for the Pioneers. Trying to drive in a couple early runs in this one as he's got the bases loaded. Another off-speeder from Marketel misses low and away. And it moves the count to 1-1. Still none gone here in the top of the first. Rain continues to fall here at Colburn Park. There's Marketel with the delivery. Good scoop out of the dirt there by Harding to keep it in front of him. And it keeps the runners at bay, and he's going to get a mound visit from Colbert. As he'll have a chat now with Ryan Marketel as he's looking to get his first out of the inning here. As William Perrin is at the plate for the Pioneers. As we mentioned, it seems as though the rain is following these two teams around, as we were down in Elmira on Friday, as Mother Nature did not cooperate in that one. And it seems to be impeding on this game a little bit here. We play on, though, as the bases are loaded in the top of the first. It's a 2-1 count to Perrin. Marketel, that off-speeder will find the strike zone, and it moves the count to 2-2. Marketel trying to get the first out of the inning here. He would love to strike out Perrin to get one gone. Perrin doesn't go around on that one as it's in the dirt, and it moves the count full now. And Marketel needs to throw a strike here, or else it will be a 1-0 game. A pair of walks here in the early going for Marketel as he's struggling to find his command. Swing by Perrin. It's grounded through the gap, and everyone's going to be safe as Henderson touches home. And the Pioneers take a 1-0 lead. Marchessault was trying to get a glove on that down at third base. It skipped through him. Warren was there to back him up, but just a funky bounce there as Warren was not able to make a play. All the runners are safe. Perrin will get an RBI. And it brings Tommy Henderson in, and the Pioneers have a 1-0 lead here in the top of the first, and they're threatening for more as there's still none gone. As Marketel delivers an off-speeder in the strike zone for strike one. It's the catcher, Corliss, at the plate, wearing number 22 for the Pioneers. That one high and inside, and Corliss has to duck out of the way of that one. Craig Corliss from Hopkinton, Massachusetts. Plays his college ball at Siena. Played in 21 games for Siena this year. Started 12 of them, hitting at 136 on the right side of the plate. Another off-speeder from Marketel. That one's high, though, and the count goes to 2-1. Rain is starting to come down heavy now here at Colburn Park. Marketel still searching for his first out of the inning. Here's the pitch. It's low and away, and the count goes to 3-1. Already action in the Pilots bullpen. It's Ryan Wynn getting loose. Bases are loaded as it's a 3-1 count to Corliss. Marketell, and that one's low and away again, and it'll get a free pass, and another runner will come to touch home plate.
Now batting number 3.
It's Crimmin who comes home, and the Pioneers go up 2-0 here. Ryan Marketell still looking for his first out of the inning as he has got himself into a heap of trouble here in the early going. Marketell gets that one to fall, and it's an 0-1 count. Bases still loaded for Elmira here. They've gotten off to a strong start, already having 2-touch home plate for them. It's an off-speeder. It's dribbled down the first baseline. Marketell makes the play to right. He's safe as right was off the bag, and there's still none gone, and another one has come across home plate to score.
Now up to bat number 8, first baseman, Trevor Hennigan.
And it's 3-0 for the Pioneers. And we saw that from Grady Wright yesterday as he had a tough time staying on home plate for one of the outs. As the ump made the judgment call that he was off of first base, and so Marketell can't record the out. And another one comes home to score, and it's 3-0 Pioneers here in the first. Henneman sends one into right field. Runners will hold there, as it looked like Perrin wanted to tag from third, but a good throw by Dawson Bailey into the infield. Grady Wright will call time, and Marketell gets his first out of the inning. So Henneman flies out, and the score remains at 3-0. So Kipper Hilson, the shortstop, stands in, batting in the 8th spot for the Pioneers here today. Bases are still loaded as he takes strike one. There's one gone here in the top of the third. Elmira has gotten 3 quick ones to start the game. As it's Kipper Hilson at the plate now for the Pioneers. Marketell will fire one in low. And you have to wonder, with all this rain coming down, how hard of a job it is for Marketell to get a grip on that ball. As it's a 1-1 count. Ball 2 outside. It pushes the count to 2-1. Kipper Hilson from Mansfield, Pennsylvania. His brother Taylor played 3 seasons for Elmira, so the Hilson family is familiar with the Elmira Pioneers program. As he's from right over the border of New York and Pennsylvania, Liam Harding. A couple raindrops in the eye, and he'll get that taken care of, as Hilson has got himself a 3-1 count. Stands at 6-0, 175, batting from the right side of the plate as Marketell is ready to deliver the 3-1 as the bases are still loaded with one gone in the top of the first. And it's another ball. And it's another walk, and another run comes to score, and it's 4-0 Pioneers now. And that's it for Ryan Marketell. It's a quick outing for Ryan Marketell, and it doesn't end well for him as he lets in 4 on 2 hits. And his afternoon is quickly over for the Pilots. It's Ryan Wynn who'll come in to pitch now for the Pilots. As I had the pleasure to go to high school with Ryan Wynn, so I'm pretty familiar with him. Wearing number 27 for the Pilots. Goes to Bowdoin College. As the right-hander will try to limit the damage here as he comes in. As Marketell will have 3 runners on base for him as he exits the game. as it's Danny Madden, the DH, that'll come to the plate. He pitched 4 innings of work yesterday in the Pioneers' victory. Allowed 4 hits, 2 runs, and 4 innings of work. Not a bad outing for him, as he faced 20 batters in the Pioneers' win. Ryan Wynn will get warmed up for the Pilots. We'll be right back here on Pilots TV. It's 4-0 Elmira here in the top of the first. So it's Ryan Wynn, the right-hander from Bowdoin College, who will come in and pitch now for the Pilots. I got a chance to talk to Ryan yesterday. He said he loves to go to that 4-seamer fastball, so we'll see him use that. He mixes it up with a slider in there. Got a chance to talk to him as well, and he said it's kind of weird how he throws overhead with his pitches, but then goes to the sidearm when he is fielding. As we'll see Ryan Wynn come into the game now for the Pilots, and it's Danny Madden who comes to the plate, batting in the DH spot. As we mentioned, he pitched 4 innings of work yesterday in the Pioneers' win. It's 4-0 Pioneers here in the top of the first. There's 1 gone, is Marketel has left 3 on base as he exits the game. It's Ryan Wynn who replaces him. And he'll try to limit the damage that has been done here in the top of the first. Danny Madden hitting from the left side of the plate. Wynn ready to deliver. Madden will hold off on a high ball. Count is 1-0 now. Danny Madden from Corning, New York. Plays his college ball at Polk State. Looks at strike 1, and the count goes to 1-1. Madden standing at 6'3", 190. Wearing number 14 for the Pilots this year. It's a 1-1 count to Danny Madden. Wynn into the windup. Madden will take strike 2 in the lower half of the plate. It was Danny Madden who was supposed to face this Pilots lineup on Friday, but as we've mentioned, a rainstorm nullified that contest as Wynn will back off here on the 1-2 count. Madden pitched 33 2/3 innings this year for Polk State after starting his career at St. Bonaventure University. And Danny Madden is familiar with the Elmira area as he threw a 5-hitter at Dunfield in Corning's 4-1 win over Horseheads at the Section 4 Class AA title game when he played high school there. He looks at ball 3 outside, and it moves the count full as there's still 1 gone here in the top of the fourth. As the Pioneers have jumped out to a 4-0 lead, we've already seen 2 runs come over home plate by way of balls. Hopefully not a third here for the Pilots. Ryan Wynn is ready to deliver the 3-2 offering. Swing and a miss from Danny Madden. It's a big strikeout for Wynn as he gets his first out of the inning, and it's 2 gone now.
Number 27, second baseman, Tom Henderson.
As Tom Henderson comes back to the plate here in the top of the first, he came around to score after walking on 4 straight balls earlier in the inning. So the Pioneers bat around here to start the game. The Pilots got their work cut out for them. Harding will head out to the mound to have a chat with Ryan Wynn. After Wynn gets the strikeout, after taking over for Ryan Marketow, who struggled in his Pilots debut. Ryan Wynn just signed with the team last week, so a new face here for this Pilots organization. It's a side armor that hits him, and it's going to bring in a run as Henderson takes one to the back. And Corliss, the catcher, comes across to score. And the Pioneers, it has been quite easy for them to come across home plate here in the early going to this one, as there's been 2 walked and 1 hit. As the Pioneers, they only got 2 hits here in the top of the first, but they've had 5 scored here for them. So it's Crimmon who's doubled into right earlier here in the inning as he takes ball 1 inside. Crimmon will hold off as Wynn will retrieve a new ball. I'm curious to see what the ump and Ryan Wynn are discussing here. As the rain continues to fall here at Colburn Park, the Pilots have got themselves into a hole here in the early going. It's the top of the first. It's 5-0 Pioneers on 2 hits, 1 error for the Pilots. And we're going to have a talk here, as I'm sure they're discussing the situation with Mother Nature coming into effect here, as the umps have a chat with Matt Colbert. And the ball boy just wants to get the balls to the ump. That's all he wants to do. Just let him do his job. Come on, let me in there. And they're going to hit the dugouts here as Mother Nature has prevailed for the time being. So with 2-0, a 2-0 count to Crimmon, there's 2 outs. The Pioneers, they are up 5-0 here in the top of the first. We're under a rain delay here at Colburn Park. As we'll get back here on Newark Pilots TV, I'm Dan Cooter as we'll step away for the meanwhile. All right, folks, for you loyal fans that are still watching, Mother Nature has prevailed once again here. And we'll let you know when this one is rescheduled and we get better weather to get this one in. But for now, it's the Pilots up 5-0 here in the top of the first, as this game has been called for the rest of the day. I'm Dan Cooter here on Newark Pilots TV, as we'll see you next time from here at Coburn Park.